I feel like in the making of this film, I reached out to so many people and asked the questions of what to expect from pre-production to production to like what the post workflow should look like. And it seems as if out of just like ignorance, like I didn't think about asking the emotional questions like what does it feel like emotionally after you're done with this project. To me, I only asked the kind of surface level questions of what does step 1 through 30 look like as a filmmaker. I didn't ask like what am I going to feel like after this. And maybe that's something that's different for everybody, but for me, after finishing this project, it's been one of the first times that for me I feel creatively drained in the best way possible. For me, it's just that as of right now, like I have no intentions to go sit down and write like another project. It's almost like this is watching your kid graduate and going on to like their new life. So it's almost like you want to spend this time relishing and reflecting rather than running to the next start line and trying something new. For me, I feel like I was taken back when all of this happened. Wrapping the project, it scared me a little bit because I didn't know why I didn't want to make anything anymore. It was almost as if myself as a 25-year-old like said everything I wanted to say as a filmmaker. And I was nervous because I feel like all of my identity is wrapped up in being a filmmaker. So the idea that I can't make anything anymore or that I don't want to make anything anymore was very scary for like the couple weeks after wrapping this project. But after reaching out to friends and peers and other filmmakers, it seems like this is a part of the journey that I guess just isn't talked about a lot, where you're going through this sort of transitional period of something you've put so much effort into, and at the end all you have from it is just this video file, this just piece of footage that's on your hard drive. It's nothing more than that. And I feel like I went into this thinking I was going to walk away with like a gold trophy that was going to make everything great. And I don't mean that in the sense of like a award, but just I don't know why I went into this thinking there was going to be this grandiose kind of feeling after, but I almost feel like someone who just ran a marathon and after they crossed that finish line, that's all they got from that is that they were able to cross that finish line. But they know that, they're happy with the time and effort they put into everything, but eventually they're going to have to train again and go through that same process to yield the same result. So I'm really gracious for this time right now because I'm realizing that there isn't this massive celebration that happens after you finish a film. It's more of an internal kind of hug of just your soul telling yourself that you did this, and I think for me that's all I really need to care about, and not expect like this kind of massive completion to come through. For me, someone who releases how they feel visually, it's scary to kind of not feel that and not be able to feel like you can create anymore. But after talking to so many peers and sort of mentors, it's been very self-evident that this is the part of the journey that everyone goes through. It just wasn't something that I was, I guess, prepared for. But for me right now, I feel like I'm in a good place where I'm taking this time to reflect and think back on what that journey was like, and still kind of relish in the moment. And I think when it's time, I think I'll know when I'm ready to hop back into a new project.